Homie like Ray like, hey, little Yu-Gi-Oh boy, what's going on? Yu-Gi boy.
This guy. But yeah, that's my man Ashley. He about to show y'all. But it's the dark deck.
No, this ain't Ash, man. It's little Yusei.
It's little Yusei.
Drive a motorcycle. It's called little Yusei.
It's called little Yusei.
Ask Ray.
Ask Ray.
He tell you. First, listen to deck profile. You gotta have tokens.
You gotta have mad tokens.
Doesn't matter what order that you go in your tokens in or that you do come out. That's what you gotta have in your tokens. At least about a group of set of 5 tokens at least. 5 is the minimum max. Reason why being, you see later. Okay, let's get on to the Fusion Monsters. Do this totally backwards.
Right.
You need Foreman Synchron. If you don't know what the fuck Foreman Synchron does, you don't need to play this game. Foreman Synchron. Armion. Feels good tracks. Works for transmigration, make it a tuner monster automatically, even though it's not. So transmigration turns them into Foreman Synchron. You can use them for this guy. If you don't know that combo already. You need 2 of these guys. 1 of these. 1 3,000 beat sticks. Just as an Age of Fairy Dragon, people, I can't believe my own damn self. But it's a 3,000 defense, 21 attack fucking monster. And she's a field counter editor for Dark Worlds. Don't come across my field with Dark Worlds. Gotta have the Dark Holes in here.
Of course.
The 2 Thought Rulers. Gotta have life points in this deck because it eats away quickly. Gotta get rid of defense position monsters, especially when you swing at one that's in attack position. You have to have 1 Red Eyes Archfiend in here. Gotta have Red Nova. Red Nova goes with this guy right here and 2 other tuners. Then last but not least, you gotta have the cards that says no. You see YD in here. Let's move on to the deck. 1 Light of Darkness. Separate this shit for some time. I should have did this before. Then you gonna pause it?
No.
Just give me a minute, peoples. Black Luster Soldier. Yeah, he is back. He's a broken ass effect. Gotta have him in your deck. You gotta have 2 spies in your deck. Please don't be an idiot and run fucking 3 spies into this deck because 3 doesn't work in this deck. None so whatever. But spies allows you to get broken dumb shit, such as, like for instance, three DC Divers. DC Divers is a good broken ass card with spies. Reason why being because 6 do DC Diver. 6 stars. 6 becomes 8. Before you know it, you have a Stardust on the fucking field.
Before you know it.
Before you know it. Read your star level chips. Then you gotta have the field blockers. At least 2 of them, Dark Resonators in your deck. You attack them, your opponent attacks them twice before they get destroyed, which really starts out really well. But they just in there just to fuck around, just in case you got a Dark Hole to fill real quick. With a Rose Dragon to go into it. Some people, if you have to do that, it's just a necessary card move to do for people running shit at all. They run Dark World, you can tell them fuck them, but you know they gonna tell you fuck you too. This shit's gonna come back. Of course, you ask why how many? Dark Arm Dragon. You know the fact. I don't have to explain it. 3 darks. Remove any chart on the field at all. Gets priority automatically first. Gores. Gotta have a Goryu. Take your damage. Get a token. So the tokens comes into. This is why you have that many of them. Because this deck recycles itself. Gotta have 1 Neko Garden. Only 1. Gigaplant. Oh, I'm sorry. Dandelion. Gotta have 1 Dandelion. Don't you be idiots and run 2 Dandelions. Only 1 Dandelion is you allowed to have. Then the card that comes in the mainstream of this deck is Assault Mode Dragon. 3,000 V-Stick, 25 defense, Walking Selling Judgment, Walking Selling Warning. He straight says no to everything except for counter track cards. Really important to know, counter track cards does not works on his effect. Not. Then you have to have 3 Cyber Dragons. After you have 3 Cyber Dragons in the field, special summon. The 3 Cyber Dragons get you these guys right here.
We talking about that?
So you gotta have these 3 guys right here for the Cyber Dragons to come to the field.
Yeah, we talking about that. Like,
Then you gotta have Treeborn
I
Frog.
won't need them. We got
Treeborn Frog works right along with this guy. So as soon as he works right along with that guy, you get Formula Synchron. Tricky combo move. This guy comes out to the field, automatically special summon. Treeborn Frog goes straight to the graveyard. Automatically. You like, well, what the fuck, why is in here? Comes to the field, special summon automatically. You want to. Send Treeborn to the graveyard first. After you send Treeborn to the field, however you want, you can either go a Monarch to the field, to destroy something on the field automatically. He gets priority before anything else goes and go. Unless your opponent decides to activate the card, but the card still that you target still gets removed from play. But him gets him, and if you really smart and wise in the very beginning, like I said, you can get him. And you know what he do? He gets Stardust. Stardust goes into this guy. Broken ass combo hit right there that nobody really knows about or even plays at all. Next card. The DC Divers, for instance, goes right along. They come to the field, search out their own self from your deck, but you can also summon this one card with the DC Divers. Spy goes with the DC Divers and allows you to get that level 6 Synchron monster. Anyone that you want to get. Doesn't really matter, it just goes well with the combo. And last but not least, you gotta have one Gale. One Gale. At least one Gale in your deck. Gotta have a Gale in every deck. I don't care what kind of deck you have, you have to run Gale.
Any deck.
On to the spell cards. Spells and traps. Excuse me, got a little cold. One Dark Cold. 2 Mallets. 2 Mallets in the deck. 2 Assault Mode activates. Assault Mode activates. Assault Mode activate effect is really broken. Gotta have a Stardust and one Assault Mode activate and one Assault Mode monster for it. Then you gotta have Silent Judgment. But Silent Judgment doesn't come alone. You gotta have 2 Silent Warnings into this deck. If you don't have it, you will get fucked over. Yes, it's a cost of paying 2,000 life points. The total amount of these 2s alone is 4,000 plus half of that. But hell, your opponent won't even live that long before you even get a chance to get your life points that low. Then you need 2 Prismas. Only 2. Removes opponent cards away from play when it declares a battle attack. To you, that card automatically is destroyed and removed, so you don't have to worry about coming back. It's basically a structured deck to beat automatically quick. Card on Haunting. Bring back somebody back really quick, especially if you have those 3 darks in your graveyard and you just hit number 4. You gotta bring back one of those resonators back to the field. Mind Control. You gotta take control of your opponent's monsters, just for the hell of it. Right along with Mind Control, the combo is Smashing Ground. Smashing Ground. 2 smashing grounds in the deck. Just to get rid of your opponent's monsters automatically quickly. Then you gotta have that Mirror Force. Yes, Mirror Force is broken, and yes, Mirror Force does go really well for smashing ground because it is a field control deck. That's all it is, field control. Strictly says no to everything that your opponent does. Then you gotta have that 1 Monster Reborn in your deck. And yes, it is beautiful because it's a shiny Monster Reborn.
It is pretty icy.
And that brings to the conclusion of this Assault Mode structured deck. How to build it. Have any questions, please look down the bottom of your YouTube page and subscribe to my boy. Good team member.
You know, the DJ1234.
And you know it's G, you know his email number. So please go on and subscribe to him.
I got my man Ashley. Calls it little yusei. You want to shout out anything of yours, man? The Facebook, the MySpace, the tag, Twitter.
Telling all my peoples that have been doing this longer than I have. Hope you subscribe. Is my first deck profile. Went to the tournament in New York City. Actually top 8 with this and won. With this deck alone. Wasn't in the year 2008. It was actually this year.
Right.
Trying to hit my butt to nationals. Hope I see you there. But to my Articon people, y'all stay cool.
Alright, y'all.